Is there anyone there? Is there anyone there? I'm standing up here, you're sitting down there. Are you quite comfy sitting on your chair? I've been rehearsing, but you probably can't tell because you're glued to your mobile phone. All isn't well. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, listen if you dare. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, do you really care? Talking to others as others talk at you. You probably won't hear me, so what is there to do? I rise above the noise as if I'm not affected. Better move on because you seem so disconnected. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, listen if you dare. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, do you really care? Talking to others as others talk at you. You probably won't hear me, so what is there to do? I rise above the noise as if I'm not affected. Better move on because you seem so disconnected. Everyone's disconnected. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, listen if you dare. Hello, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, hello, do you really, really, really care? Do you really care? Do you really care? Do you really care? Are you listening? Then I'll stop. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody there? I've lost my gadget. Where's my gadget? There it is. Look. Now, you're probably thinking, hello, he's there, but he's in silhouette. Well, I'm now going to say, can we please have the house lights on? Ta-da! There we are. Hello, everybody. What? Hello. Oh, that's okay. Yes. Sorry, I was getting some, behind the scenes waving and things. Right. Well, welcome to this is the 14th. Was it 15th? 14th, 15th. I can't remember now. I've lost count. Been so many. At home again, Beck. Christmas special. Ooh. As you can see, I'm not leaning against my fireplace, nor am I smoking a pipe. nor am I wearing a Christmas jumper. No, 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 none of that. This is a bit more unconventional, but conventional in lots of other ways. I mean, we have, for instance, now I'm just going to shine a light on him now. We have Gerald with a wonderful paper hat. We have Geraldine, the rabbit, with a wonderful paper hat. We have Morph with a wonderful little paper hat. We have Santa, who has his own hat. Fair enough. We have the Tin Owl with his own little paper hat. And I think that's about it, really. You know, we have a couple of lights that look a bit like party hats anyway. So there we are. So it's going to be really, really Christmassy. And I've promised magic, I've promised jokes, songs, yeah, and plenty of banter, I'm afraid. So I hope you're all sitting at home prepared. Now, I mean, it's a terrible day outside. It's been raining all day. I think it's just about stopped now, but it's been awful. It hasn't been good. So I think we, or you rather, deserve something to cheer you up. So I'll bring the next act on, but unfortunately it's not one of those shows because it's me. So I'm afraid I'll bring myself on, and here I am. And so I'm going to say to you, first off, hello. I've got a bit of paper here because I've got so many things to cram in about 45 minutes. First off, we're using a new webcam. It arrived yesterday, so if anything suddenly goes awry, that means, you know, it's the webcam. But I think hopefully picture's a lot better. Hopefully the sound's a lot better. And I'm sure, well, if anybody at home thinks, oh, that sounds a bit, it could be a bit more, you know, then let us know. But I think overall, I think it's probably about right. Okay, what have we got next? Oh, a bit of magic. As with all magic, of course, you have a magic wand, you know. Yeah. Look at that. Wonderful, isn't it? Yeah. Right, that's the first bit of magic. I think everything else has got to be much better than that. I thought I'd start with the thing that wasn't very good, and we'll go from that to something that was a lot better. So, I'm going to play a few requests today that I've had since the last video, and the next one is one of those requests. It's all about heavy metal. It's all about ballroom dancing, and it's all about fairies and boots. Not the chemist. That wouldn't work. Right, I should have, whilst I was talking, I should have geared the thing up ready. But I didn't. So you're just relaxing in your armchairs thinking, here he goes again, just waffling and not really doing very much, but you know, I'm there. I'm sure a lot of you at home said, oh, of course not, we really love what you do, that's fine, good. This is, I have to prepare myself. If there's a hum coming from what will be your left-hand side, it's the video projector over there, but you know, high tech, what can you do? So we move along. It's another video, and it's all about fairies wearing boots. 1 second. There we go, just about there. There we are. Here we go. Going home late last night, suddenly I had a fright. I looked through the window, surprised what I saw. There were fairies wearing boots and dancing with a dwarf. on to, aye, 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 aye. So I went to the doctor to see what he could give me. He said, son, I tell you no lies. If smoking and dripping is all that you do. Now you better believe me. I saw it, now I tell you no lies. There's my boots, now you better believe me. I saw it, my own two, aye, 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 aye. So la 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 la. La 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 la. Where's my boots now? You better believe me. I saw it, I tell you no lies. Now you better believe me. I saw it, my on two, aye, 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 aye. First boots, now you better believe me. 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 Boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Now you better believe me, first boots, 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 now you better believe. Varies by size 12 boots. Oops. Thank you very much. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. You want to take a bow as well? Yeah. But what the devil he was playing in the solo, I have no idea. I did say, didn't I? Right, okay. Speaking of which, here is a joke. This is an old joke. I remember this joke. People are shaking their heads when I say people. A person is shaking their head. No. It's a joke I heard at school. And, well, I say at school, I heard at junior school. Anyway, it's probably not very PC, but it's okay. It's okay. It's how should we say, quaint. Right, a little old lady, you know, she was only really, really little. Little old lady. She went out to her house. She walked down the road to catch the bus. Got to the bus stop. Stood there for about 15-20 minutes. She looked at her watch and she thought, I've missed the bus, haven't I? Missed the bus. So she'd gone out. She wanted to go into town to buy a bag of flour and a few other items as well. So she thought, oh no good, I'll have to can't go into town, not walking all the way into town because the buses are only once every 3 hours for some unknown reason. Well, they were in the days when I was at school, I'm sure they were. or maybe I'm just imagining that. Anyway, she walked down the road, and luckily she came across a little corner grocery shop. And she went into the grocery shop, didn't know the grocer, so she didn't say hello or anything. She just sort of walked past him, just nodded, you know, as they do. And she walked around the back of the counters, not the counters, the shelves, down one of the aisles, and she thought, I can't see what I'm looking for, I can't see what I'm looking for. But she didn't want to ask the grocer, because she didn't know him. So anyway, she went, a few seconds later, suddenly, bags of flour, there they are, on the top shelf. Because she was so little, it wasn't very easy, she couldn't reach. So she took a few of the items off the bottom shelf, a few tins and things, and went up on those, took a few items off the second shelf, got a bit wobbly, you know, but as she was standing there like that, she was going, beans, what am I talking? Beans, I like beans, I like tins of beans. She was standing on tins of beans, and she was going like this. She said, flour, right? She went, I've got it. She went like, and it went, and there was a big thump, and it hit the floor. And she went, oh, good grief. But luckily, the bag didn't break. So she was, you know, she was still on the pile of tins, so she had to make her way down very, very carefully. And she got down there, and the grocer came round the corner, wondering what on earth was going on. Oh, good grief. And he said, excuse me, madam, would you like me to pick that bag of flour up for you? She said, no, it's okay, thanks, it's self-raising. Ta-da! Yes, well, there you go. As I did say at some junior school, I'm sure there's a few people out there who might remember that joke being recounted on various occasions at school, in fact. It's the first time I've ever told that one in public, and probably that's going to be the last. You lucky people, eh? Right. Okay, we're moving on. Song requests. I decided to try and fit 2 songs into one here. Now, the last time I fitted several songs, which were 4 into one, was back in 2018 for Britain's Got Talent, and you know, I mean, it went so well. No, it didn't really, because different songs, different keys, different tempos, and obviously they all had to be kept in the same tempo, but I could do different keys and things. But swapping stage props and things, which at the time sounded a good idea, with Ant and Beck on either side of me, passing me stage props, but that never happened, so I had to do it all on my own. But that's water under the bridge, as they say. So therefore, I'm doing 2 songs in one, obviously keeping the same tempo. I better line this up while I'm talking. This is, once again, 2 requests, and I'm going to try and fit a third in, if possible, if I remember to do it towards the end. But if I forget, I do apologise. I think you'll know who you are. I'm apologising too if I forget. Good, well, that's that bit. Right, we don't have any videos for this one, so what I'm going to do is a fantastic lighting effect. Fantastic. I say fantastic. Right, here we go. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's a swan. Right, here we go. There's a monkey in the clock tree, down the garden path. There's a joker in the sideboard, and he's trying not to laugh. A gnome in my hall, he's just standing there. A tiger in my tank, but life seems so unfair. full of string, and it makes no sense at all. There's a monkey in the clock tree. I think he's looking at me. There's a monkey in the clock tree. Think he's looking at me. I think he's looking at me. Think he's looking at me. Getting warm. Central heating's come on, that's why. They've just come in today. I think they're here to stay. They come in different guises and lots of different sizes. Good money I'll pay. Must take one home today. Why have just one or two? Several will do. There are plastic gnomes at Asda. I think that I'm in rapture. They've got them coming at ya. Those plastic gnomes at Asda. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So what does it feel? I know but they're not real. From small to giant size, with looks that hypnotize. I must collect them all and stand them in my hall. No production line, and they could all be mine. There are plastic gnomes at Asda. I think that I'm in rapture. They've got them coming at ya. Those plastic gnomes at Asda. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Their long pointy beards and their big pointy ears and their big pointy hats. Now what's the point of that? There are small gnomes, there are large gnomes, there are some much bigger than your pointy head, than your pointy head, than your pointy head. Your pointy head, your pointy head, your pointy head, your pointy head. Whatever happened to Larry and Ty? Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you didn't, if you suddenly decided to leap into action there at the end like I did, you didn't do things like knock things over in the living room or kitchen or wherever. I did a bit, but you know, things are still there, luckily just. Right, it's time for magic. You're going to like this one. You're really going to like this one. This is, say, much better than that first one. Right, it involves a pack of cards. A pack of cards, a normal pack of cards. Okay, right, jolly good, we've got that. It also involves Gerald wearing also, I mean Gerald, that's not Gerald, that's George. Why is everybody called something very similar? Anyway, I'm sure you've all suddenly commented, you know, on the computers, that's not George, that is George. That's not Gerald. That's Gerald. Anyway, we're all confused. It's a funny old world, so we have every good right to be confused, particularly me. Right, here we are then. George. There we go. You're speaking. Now the problem is with George, as you probably realise, he can't say very much because he can only squeak. So I said to him earlier today, George, and he went, and I said, is that a yes or a no? And he said, I said, yeah, but is that a yes or a no? And he said, I said, yes, but so in the end, I said, you've got to write this down. So he wrote down, yes. So we cleared that up. So I thought, well, the only way we've got to do this trick is by George writing something down. So now George has a bit of paper. We have a pen, and I'm going to ask George to write down a card, a playing card, which is going to magically reappear out of that pack. Right, so are you okay, George? That's a no. Ah, that's yes. Okay, right, here we go then. Sounds a bit musical, doesn't it? Oh, good. Right. There we are. Okay, George, can you show everybody at home, boys, girls, and ladies and gentlemen, and dogs, pets, and other things, what card you have decided to write down on your piece of paper? Here we go. Come on. Right, here we are. Right, yeah, this is a trick, so it's tricky. Okay, right, there we are. So George, I mean, it's very neat handwriting for a monkey, isn't it? Do you think, George? Yeah. No. Okay, right, it's very good handwriting for a monkey, and very neat, very neat. He's written down Jack of Diamonds. There we go. Jack of Diamonds. So just to prove I'm not cheating, as if I would. Right, I'm going to have to lie George down on the keyboard for a minute. You can see the card there. Look, still, it's upside down, but you can see what it is. Right. Get the pack of cards. Normal pack of cards. Normal pack of cards. Normal magic wand. I'm going to go Alakazam, Alakazim, I must remember to put out the recycling bin. Right, now I'm going to open the pack of cards, like this, and George is going to think of his card. He's going to think of his card, which is the Jack of Diamonds, all right, and see if we can magic it out of the pack. All right, I'll start doing this mystical stuff. Ooh. 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 Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I'm not going to reach any more from it. Yeah, there we go. Good. The Jack of Diamonds, so thank you very much. That's magic. I'm just going to go back into the pack. There it goes. till another day. So there we are. Thank you very much. And what a wonderful performance by George there. He's going to wave as usual, because he always does, and upstages me. Right, I'll put that down there. Good, right. That's it for the first half, you'll probably be pleased to hear. So you can either put the kettle on. Now, we've already had our tea and cake, so we're one ahead of you. So that's, you know, something. So I'm just going to wander around for a bit and have a sip of water. But in the meantime, I'm going to hand over once again to the wonderful, what should we call them, wonderful outfit that is Alfonso and his dining room happening. And in the meantime, we're going to have a sort of a Christmassy thing going on the screen here. Okay, let's put George down. Okay, where are we? There we are. Right. I'll see you in about a minute and a half, something like that. Enjoy your cups of tea, coffee, etc. Maybe liqueur, maybe a sherry or a brandy. Who knows? It's terrible when you have to do your own light show, you know, but that's life, isn't it? Right, have you all got your teas, coffees, etc.? Biscuits, cake, chocolates? It's time of year, you know, it's just about time of year. I'm just going to move George to one side, right, and the Jack of Diamonds, honestly, not Jack of Spades, Jack of Diamonds, honestly. As if I cheat. Whoops. Okie dokie, let's move on. I'm going to tell you another joke. See, I'm laughing already. I tried to do this the other day and I got right to the end and I forgot the punchline. But anyway. It's what follows. Oh yes, and what's you think to yourself as well? Well, yeah, it might be a Christmas special, but where are all the Christmas songs? Well, there's a Christmas song coming up, so you know, lucky you, or not. The right, a joke. There's a burglar, and he breaks into a shop not the grocery shop that the little old lady was in, by the way, because she, wasn't that shop. It was another shop. He broke into. It was a bit like a patisserie, and it had sort of truffles and chocolates and things, but it also had desserts, and it had trifles and things like that. And the burglar broke in, obviously, at night, and he was in there sort of rifling through the trifles, as you do, and he started putting things into his bag. It was getting a bit messy at this time. It was getting a bit squashed in his big bag of swag. But anyway, he got stuff in, and he started dragging it to the door. He was pulling away like this. He got right to the door. He held the door open with his foot, and he sort of pulled the bag out, and he shut the door because he was obviously concerned burglar. He took pride in his work, so he thought, I've got to shut the door. It's only right. So he shut the door, and he was just about to drag his bag of swag off down the street, when all of a sudden there was this on his shoulder, and he turned round, and he thought, uh-oh. And there was this policeman standing there, and he said, excuse me, an evening all, but what have you got in your bag? There's no idea what that accent's meant to be, but he said, oh, nothing, officer, nothing, officer. And he said, let me have a look in there. He said, do you have to? He said, well, why are you looking in my bag? He said, and the officer said, yeah, but you've just broken into that shop, haven't you? And he said, have I? He said, yeah, you have. He said, you're giving the game away wearing that mask. And he didn't mean the face mask where we all spoke like that. He meant that mask. And he said, oh. He said, okay, officer. He said, I've been banged to rights, he said. So, the officer grabbed hold of the burglar. He got on his bike, and they pedalled off somehow or other with all his swag. And once again, it's a bit like the old lady, because two blokes, on a bike with a bag of swag, and they were going like that down. And they got to the central police station, and he got booked in, and he was put in a cell overnight. And the next day, nothing happened apart from he had his breakfast and stuff. And they said, right, you're going into court the following day. He said, okay. So then the following day arrived, he was taken into court, and he was a bit blasé about it by saying, okay. But anyway, taken into court, and he just had to confirm his name, his date of birth, and where he lived, and his occupation. And he accidentally said burglar, which didn't help his cause at all, but, it was a slip of the tongue, which he said at the time, excuse me, Your Honour, it's a slip of the tongue, but, I don't think they thought, I've caught him here. But anyway, he was told to, he would come back again into court in 2 weeks' time. So the local paper had this newspaper headline that said, what did it say? See, this is a problem when I get to the punchline. It says, oh yes, trifle burglar remanded in custard. Now, I've no idea if anybody thinks to themselves at this moment in time, is that it? Or if people are actually laughing or not. Possibly not. Well, yeah. Okay, that was a joke. It's not a Christmassy joke, but it's a joke of sorts. I don't know if it's any better than the bag of flour. Probably not. I should have learned other jokes when I was at junior school. Then I'd be far better off. I'd be a comedian by now. Well, somebody did say he's a comedian. I don't know. Taking that the wrong way. Anyway, we shall move on to the next song, which is a Christmas song, and it appeared recently on the Hull Is This podcast with Jerome Whittington, who interviewed me online, and that seemed to go all right. And he played this song midway, and I'm just going to sort of power it up, as it were. I need to know what the speed is. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's a fast speed. Yeah, this is a song I wrote in 2017 and updated 2018-19, and I also updated it this year, and it's available to listen free on my SoundCloud app. So if you go to Graham Beck SoundCloud, you'll find it sitting at the top of the list, and you just play it to your heart's content, and then join in. And I'm hoping some of you might already know it, and you can join in the chorus with us. That would be nice. And it also helped me in case I forget the words as well. Right, that's that. Good. We have a video to go with this again, I'm afraid. Visuals, you see, you don't get visuals on a lot of these, you know, live webcam stuff. Things. Right. This is called Every Time I Look Into Your Eyes, It's Christmas. Every time I look into your eyes, it's Christmas. Every time I eat mince pies, it's Christmas. See, I've forgotten the words. I've got words somewhere. Don't go away. Sing la 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 la. Keep going. La 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 la. What professional to the end. I hear those sleigh bells ring, there are baubles on everything. So kiss under the mistletoe. Every time I look in, up to the sky, it's Christmas. Oh no! I hear the carol singers. No, this is going all over the place. What's going on? Oh yes, the lights. Oh dear. I do know what. I'm going to start this again because chaos. As you'd expect from me, chaos of sorts. So I'm just going to do that, and that, and that, and go again. I do apologise, but you know, that's live music for you to prove that it's live, and I haven't edited anything out. It is actually physically here at the moment. Here we go again. This goes into Every Time I Look Into Your Eyes, It's Christmas. And you have to do. I have no idea where it is now. Oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Every time I look into your eyes, it's Christmas. Every time I eat mince pies, it's Christmas. I hear those sleigh bells ring, there are presents and everything. Stolen kiss under the mistletoe. Every time I look up to the sky, it's Christmas. Every time I to the sky, it's Christmas. I hear those carol singers sing, there are baubles and everything. Every time I look into your eyes, it looks like reindeer, but I think it's going to snow. It's snow globe, but has nowhere to go. Turkey's in the oven, and it's set to gas mark 4 for about 3.5 hours, if you're lucky. La 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 la. I'm right with this bit. La 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 la. Every time I look into your ears, it's Christmas. It banishes my dad's sadness, 'cause it's Christmas. I'm lit up with fairy lights, and I'm glowing in the night, hanging from the nearest Christmas tree. There's no place I'd rather be, 'cause every time I look into your eyes, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Thank you very much. We sort of got there in the end, and Santa's been there, and he's been here thinking to himself, I have to put up with this every year. Right. No, done that. Good. Right. Ooh. Magic trick. I'm going to have to move the no. Move that, move that. Right, magic trick. One ordinary case. George's case, in fact, but he's not in it, of course, at the moment. Well, empty case. Place it down there, and as per usual, as I always used to say, please note my hands are still attached to my arms. Oh, something like that. Right. I just realised why it's so warm in here. Look, I've got the temperature set at about, oh, it's nearly 30. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay. We take one giraffe, place it in the case. We take one action man. Hey! We place him. You have to guess what the song is. Place him in the case. I'm now going to close the case. I've even put the lock down. Lockdown. Well, that rings a bell. Oh, right. For this sort of thing, you always need a glittery piece of material. So here we go. Piece of glittery material. Oh, sweep up afterwards now. Right. With this glittery piece of material, I'm going to place it over the case. Take the magic wand and issue the magic words, alakazam, alakazim, I must remember to put out the recycling bin. No, I thought there might have been a knockback, you know, sort of, but there wasn't. So. Right. I wonder if you can guess, everybody, what's inside the case. Well, blow me down. If it isn't, Action Man with a giraffe's head. That must mean then, everybody, that we're getting towards the last song, and it's time for Action Man with a giraffe's head. Now, if I were a bit more slick with this, I'd have it already set up, but I haven't, so I shall just do that and that and that, whilst hanging on to Action Man with a giraffe's head. Go like that, and like that, and that. Right. I'm going to start this, and then we're all going to start at home, you know. Okay, good, right. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head, you wearing. Action Man with a giraffe's head, you wearing. Action Man with the head of a giraffe. Slick. Everything seemed normal, and everything seemed right-ish. I was minding my own business, just cruising through the night. Everything seemed perfect, with nothing out of place. What could go wrong? And then I saw your face, and then I saw your face. You were an Action Man with a giraffe's head, Action Man with a giraffe's head, Action Man with a giraffe's head. You were an Action Man, head of a giraffe. You look so different. You looked the same, but you were several feet taller. And Matthew Exler was your name. You were a man, a man, a man, a man, a man, a man of action, a man who knew his place. A muscle-bound commando, but what about that face? You were an Action Man with a giraffe's head, Action Man with a giraffe's head, Action Man with a giraffe's head. You were an Action Man, head of a giraffe, head of a giraffe, a giraffe. Now, should we do what we've done before? Everybody? Yes, why not? Let's crowd surf Action Man through the camera to you, into your living rooms and kitchens and everywhere else, and then pass him round and then back out to me, okay? Otherwise I can't finish the song, so here we go. Going into the camera now. He's in. Right, see where he is, where is he? Oh, he's going round, he's going past the Christmas tree. Mind the baubles, mind the fairy lights, mind everything. Mind those precious ornaments on the mantelpiece. And he's coming around very, very gradually. He's by the sideboard, He's got round his sofa. He's sofa surfing, he's over the sofa, and he's coming, and here he comes. Whoa! Yes. You were an Action Man with the giraffes. You were Action Man with the giraffes. You were Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. You were Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Yeah, Action Man. Hey, the giraffe you were. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man with a giraffe's head. Action Man, hey, the giraffe. The giraffe. Action Man with a giraffes. And you were an Action Man with a giraffe. And you were an Action Man with a giraffe's head. You were an Action Man with a head of a giraffe. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Well, we're coming to the very end of the event. There's going to be lots of R's out there. Of relief, I would imagine, of relief. Now I'm getting very, very warm. Well, there we are. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a splendidly superb and wonderful Christmas, one way or the other, and a great new year. I shall obviously be back next year at some point in January. I don't know the exact date yet, but we'll have to sort it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put on yet another end of slide, and then I'll ask Alfonso, and who was Alfonso and his dining room happening, to take us away and out of the performance today. Right, where are we? Oh, there it is. Okay, no, not Gerald, that's Gerald. That's Geraldine, that's George. I like to say, because I'm Pete Townsend on guitar. Right, take it away, Alfonso and his dining room happening. As the words gradually start to spell Merry Christmas, that's exactly what I'm wishing you out there in homeland, I suppose we should say. And I'm in the land as well, of course. But thank you very much for watching. We will be back again next year in January. So I'd like to thank Mirth, so a very little Santa, Ashman with Joss Head, a feathery flower, a little devil himself. Thank George, Jack with Diamonds. I'd like to thank Gerald. I'd like to thank Geraldine and the Tin Owl, and of course the little wavy cat. And not forgetting the light up gnome. So, here we go. And stay well, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. You've been a wonderful, I don't know about me, but I'm going to make my way out of here in disguise so you can't see me and switch it off. Goodbye.